morning before, so I use the Eisenhower matrix method. It's basically what's urgent, not urgent, what to delegate, what to not do. And I do that every morning. And right under the date of the day and right before my quadrant, I actually do write down my word of the day. And my word of the day is whatever I read. Like I can tell you today was patience. Very, very interestingly. And then next to it, I have my word of the year. So my word of the day has to align with my word of the year. And then I have my core values right under. It's right there. I write them down. I know. And then everything I do during that day has to align with that.
Do you find it difficult sometimes to say no when things don't align with that?
Not anymore. I work a lot with corporate also, and we do a lot of things on time management. And be able to say no I really have found a method that works for me for people who are in home, small business, or people who are in corporate. You basically take a look at what is the event. What is the event? If, let's say, today, for example, my event with you. So I wrote it down. I wrote down how long approximately it was going to take. How long was it going to take before for me to get prepared? How long is it going to take after? Do I need to take notes? Do I need to write a follow-up email? Do I need to do things? And is it aligned with all those words? Is it aligned with my word of the year? Is it aligned with my word of the day? And is it aligned with my core values? And a lot of time, if it's no, then it's no. And you can be very gentle. You can say, oh, thank you so much for the opportunity to serve on this board. But right now, this is really not aligning with my goal for this year. However, I really would love to maybe get a chance next year. Can I send you to someone that I think would be very interested in doing that? And it is, and I know enough people, then I know people who would be happy to do this. And so you say no, but in a nice, kind, and gentle way.
Mm-hmm. And I like the authenticity around that too, because people, I believe, would be less likely to first try to talk you into it because you've explained this doesn't align with my values. This doesn't align with my goals. So they're not going to say, oh, please, well, just this one time. I think that's an easy thing. And then the second thing that I like about that is it alleviates you having to come up with some kind of excuse because you know it. And it's not an excuse, it's a value. And a value is more set in stone than an excuse, if that makes sense.
That totally makes sense. And, you know, as a result, you eliminate all of the people that you don't sound so charming to. You know, like I was married to someone who was very charming, you know, so I totally know then people looked at me like I'm the mean one, I'm the cold one, why? Because I wear my values up my sleeve. I am not going to say yes if I mean no. And I surely won't talk to you, you know, about someone else and behind your back. And so it's a whole system who makes it then your authenticity is right there. It is very easy to say no. I do not need to please people. If people don't like me, they just don't like me.
And right there, I think that explains so much of the value of a coach. You know, you can work with people and help them define what those core values are and then help them see how it makes their life easier. Because coaching is designed, the work you do, the work I do, it's designed to make our lives easier and give us more freedom and give us more downtime. It's not another thing to add on. It's not another thing that we can try and fail. It's streamlines, it gives us the tools, the methodology to make our life easier and more enjoyable.
Correct. I mean, exactly. You really nailed it.
Good. Good, good, good. So is there anything else you would like to share with listeners who might be thinking, oh, wow, okay, I need to explore my core values a little more. I see how this can filter and make my life easier. I'm starting to get this. Is there anything else you want to say to them to offer them some encouragement or?
I think especially if they are at the beginning of wanting to have a business, I think this is where this is important. A lot of time we focus on so many things into when we want to start the business. And I see it in my clients, and they are all over the place. But if they don't have their core values, how can they have a mission statement? How can they know what their company is about? How can they have the authenticity to offer services or products who are really going to be aligned with that? And I think it's not just like, oh, Katia is talking about core values, like to live her everyday life. No, it's all across the board. It goes into your business, not just into your family. And I think that's something that we see more now. You see that on LinkedIn. You see that with Ray Dalio, with the principles. You see that with Simon Sinek talking about how important this is. So I'm so happy that now it's taking like a huge proportion where people are like, whoa, this must really be important, And so I really say, like, evaluate where you're at before you go any further in your business, because maybe you'll end up going into a different direction.
I like that. And I really like that you brought that up. You're right. It's not just a personal thing. Government, businesses, we all need that filter, those values. What are our values as a country? What are our values as a state? What are our values as a community?
Yes. And I think sometimes we have a tendency to look at, your listeners are going to look at you, Laura, and be, oh my gosh, I am never going to be as amazing as this girl. And it's not about being as amazing as you. It's being their own amazing. I am my own amazing. I can never be like you. You're just this good. I mean, like, you totally reflect like the American beautiful cheerleader and dancer, and no matter how much I'm going to try, if I'm trying to sell a copy of what you're trying to sell, it won't work because I don't have my own authenticity. And I think sometimes as small business owners, people try to do that. They're like, oh, what she has is a great idea and it works. So I'm just going to take it, tweak it, and then it's going to work. It won't.
Yeah, I love that because you and I have a lot in common. You're a dancer, you do tango, right. You are this French beauty. You are this deep, rich, amazing, powerful coach with this fine arts and this deep, rich stuff. We are both, and thank you for your compliments as well. We are both beautiful, powerful, strong women who enjoy family and we enjoy dance. But you're right, we are not each other at all. No. And if all of a sudden I try to be this artsy, amazing French woman, I will fail because I'm not. And nobody will buy that if I'm saying, I'm going to cook for you and be French. Listen to my accent. I'm so cool. I'm not. Not me. And the thing, you coach around core values, and I love core values and I believe in them. But it's not my passion. My passion is uncover yourself and reveal it. And
yeah, you imagine would you imagine me doing that? No, I mean, but if I didn't have authenticity, if I wanted to just copy and to have a successful business like yours, it could be very easily done. And for you and I, it's a little bit different because we are at stage into our career where we are successful. But for the people who listen right now, they're probably like, oh, well, they have it all figured out. And we don't.
No.
This is why we have a coach.
Yes, absolutely. And why we tweak those core values and why, like you said, finances was not one of your values last year. Now it is. And our listeners, whether they are switching careers or starting a career or not having a career at all, Be you and figure out your values. Do you?
Yes, and please, if you are a listener of this show and you want to get on the phone with me, I would be so happy to get you on a discovery call. We'll explore an exploration call it of your core values and goals, and I would be very happy to do that and get you on the way.
If she's on a discovery call with you and she thinks we are not a good fit, she will refer you to somebody who is. As will I. If I am discussing something with you and I think you're a good fit for somebody else.
And it's what it's about. We're here to serve our clients, to give them value. And if you are not a good match for me or me for you, I wouldn't be able to serve you in the right way. And if I'm not serving you, I know someone who will.
Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the challenge that I would like to leave all of you listeners with. Whether you take Katia's quiz online or not, and I encourage you to download her book. I mean, not take her quiz, download the book and discover your own core values. Give some core values a thought. Ask yourself some of those questions. Who am I? What's important to me? And what are some of the principles I would like to live my life by? You might surprise yourself.
Yep.
My website is lauracheadle.com. You can reach me, Laura@lauracheadle.com. You can also reach out through the station. I can connect you through to Katia. I will also list her information on my show page on Dream Vision 7. But once again, Katia, give your email address and ways people can contact you.
Yes, my email is Katia, Katia, at Katia, Katia, Ravé, RAVE.com. And my website is Ravé Strategy Studio. So I'm going to say it with the American accent. It's Rave Strategy Studio.
Perfect. Because we have the French beauty and the American beauty, and we're pulling it all together.
All right. Thank you so much for having you on this show, Laura. I am so grateful, and thank you for the amazing work you do. You're truly amazing. I really admire you.
Thank you, and that admiration goes both ways. Discover your core values and live your life and make 2019 a very cohesive, value-driven year. You will be amazed at the growth that happens. Have a fantastic week, and as usual, don't forget to flaunt.
Tune in next time to Flaunt. Build your dreams, live your sparkle with radio host Laura Cheadle every Wednesday at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the Dream Vision 7 radio network. Come release outdated labels, roles, and scripts. Reveal the calling of your soul and re-choreograph your own life, even when you're unsure of what you want. In 5 bold and glittering strokes, you too can build your dreams and live your sparkle. Find out more about Laura at pyramidfusion.com.